Well, I know we're quickly bearing along toward the end of our time, so I want to make sure I ask you at least a little bit about advertising.
Sure.
The people that haven't religiously stalked your website here don't know that you done some advertising for Deadpool, the newest Fantastic Four movies, some other things along there.
Yeah.
So how does advertising impact your fiction work, and how is that impacting your marketing for the Candy Kingdom?
That's a good question. I mean, because I worked in entertainment, a lot of the advertising things that I tackled were entertainment related. So, like you said, like the movie stuff, I did a lot of movie trailers, sort of movie posters and taglines.
Did you edit the trailers?
Yeah, like coming up with the words that like come on screen during the trailers, and so I was given those things in advertising because I had an entertainment in background. And then how did those things influence writing now? I mean, I'm not quite sure. I think advertising definitely makes you keep things short and sweet and sort of punchy. There's not much time in a commercial, or obviously in a tagline is 4 or 5 words. So yeah, I think in general, keeping things sort of punchy and to the point helps generally whatever kind of writing you're doing. So that may be one way.
So what's and I know there's never a good advertisement or a good a good answer to this question. So I know that going in, but I'm going to ask it anyway. How do you know if an advertising campaign has been effective? How do you judge that?
I mean, they can do these studies they call lift studies. So after they, run a campaign, maybe in a certain market, they can actually, see did sales increase in that market. And obviously there could be other reasons sales increased. It's never sort of like a guarantee that this is the reason why, but advertising agencies, at least try to provide that kind of data to clients and say, okay, we did this and we changed this messaging, or we changed, the packaging in this area, and we think it had this impact on sales. That's sort of the hard, concrete way. And then, just in general, if there's awareness of something you're doing, if you're launching a movie and there's, online chatter and people are, talking about it on Twitter and sharing stuff, that's another way you can try to, track, did the advertising have any impact?
I'm assuming if you go to somebody about a new advertising job and they say, wait, you did the advertising for Deadpool? That was a great, big, successful movie. Gregg Millman, you must be the most amazing
It was all because
advertiser ever lived.
It had nothing to do with Ryan Reynolds. Yeah.
It was all you, baby.
Yep. Take credit for that.
But then I suppose you have to take blame for Josh Trank's movies.
Yeah. Well, we know Josh Trank didn't want to take blame for it. I think he blamed Fox. So everyone.
Yeah, that was the tweet heard around the world, right? Opening weekend, he came out and was like, they sabotaged my movie. Like, dude, shut up. Let opening weekend finish first. Josh Trank, if you're watching, absolutely loved Chronicle. When you write a children's book, please come on the show. We think you're great. But I wanted to ask you about writing taglines. What are you seeing? I know there's no secret to writing a good tagline, but what are common mistakes you see people making, writing taglines, or just doing advertising in general, and specifically toward books?
Yeah, I think that's just a matter of I would say for taglines, just staying on point, staying on message, and keeping things as short as possible. Specifically with taglines that are in print, I don't think people want to read super long, rambling 2 or 3 sentences. So I'm always trying to keep things as short as possible when it comes to advertising and taglines. So
5 words less. That's the sweet spot.
Yeah, 2 or 3 if you can do it.
What cracks me up are the covers that are a montage of scenes from the book, which I haven't read yet. So that doesn't mean anything to me when I'm looking at your cover.
Yeah.
I'm sure after I finish the book, I'm going to look back at that cover and go, "Oh yeah, accurate,
Oh, yeah.
very."
Yeah. Now I see.